The Book of Leviticus is the third book of the Bible, part of both the Hebrew Bible and the Christian Old Testament. Traditionally attributed to Moses, it focuses on the laws and rituals for the Israelites, particularly those concerning worship and holiness. Here's a detailed and easy-to-understand summary. Chapters 1 to 7, detailed instructions on various types of offerings. Chapter 1, Burnt Offerings. A voluntary act of worship to atone for unintentional sins. Chapter 2, Grain Offerings. An offering of flour and oil, representing dedication to God. Chapter 3, Peace Offerings. Voluntary offerings expressing thanks and fellowship. Chapter 4, Sin Offerings. Required to atone for unintentional sins and cleanse from impurity. Chapter 5 to 6, Guilt Offerings. Required for specific sins and to make restitution. Additional instructions were given on how priests should handle these offerings. Chapters 8 to 9, the ordination of Aaron and his sons as priests, including detailed rituals of consecration. Chapter 10, the story of Nadab and Abihu, Aaron's sons, who offer and authorize fire before God and are consumed by fire. This incident underscores the importance of proper worship. Chapter 11, Dietary Laws, detailing clean and unclean animals. Chapters 12 to 15, laws regarding purification after childbirth, skin diseases and mildew, and bodily discharges, all aiming to maintain ritual purity among the Israelites. Chapter 16, Instructions for Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement, a crucial annual ritual where the high priest makes atonement for the sins of Israel. This includes the ritual of the scapegoat, symbolically bearing the sins of the people. Chapters 17 to 26, known as the Holiness Code. These chapters emphasize the need for Israel to be holy because God is holy. Chapter 17, Laws about the proper place for sacrifices and the prohibition against consuming blood. Chapter 18, Laws on sexual relations, prohibiting incest, adultery, and other forbidden practices. Chapter 19, Various laws promoting social justice, ethical behavior, and ritual purity, including the famous command to love your neighbor as yourself. Chapter 20, Penalties for various sins, particularly sexual sins and idolatry. Chapter 21 to 22, Regulations for priests, ensuring their purity and suitability for performing sacred duties. Chapter 23, details the major religious festivals of Israel, including the Sabbath, Passover, Feast of Weeks, Feast of Trumpets, Day of Atonement, and Feast of Tabernacles. Chapter 25, the sabbatical year every 7th year and the year of Jubilee every 50th year. Chapter 25, the sabbatical year every 7th year and the year of Jubilee every 50th year, during which debts are forgiven, slaves are freed, and land is returned to original owners, promoting social and economic justice. Chapter 26, Blessings for obedience and curses for disobedience, highlighting the covenant relationship between God and Israel. Chapter 27, Regulations about making vows and dedicating persons, animals, and property to God, including provisions for redeeming what is dedicated. Leviticus focuses on the themes of holiness, purity, and proper worship. It provides a detailed legal and ritual framework designed to maintain the Israelites' relationship with God and ensure their communal and individual holiness